up, left and right. Green flashes everywhere, lighting up the night. Everybody's aping, screaming this is it. Inner voice whispering, just take the hit. But I got my rules, drew them in the dark. Fib support, trend line break, 9 MA spark. I wait for confirmation, I don't chase the spark. Even when the FOMO's tearing at my heart. They say just one trade, what's the harm? But I know that road, I know the alarm. I've been burned before, learned the cause. Now my discipline's the only line I cross. Ooh, no, I can't go for that. No can do, I can't go for that. No can do, when the hype is calling, when the greed is strong. I can't go for that. No can do, gotta wait for the setup, gotta hold on true. I can't go for that. No can do. Another coin's mooning, chat's going wild. They say this one's different, like a reckless child. My fingers itching, cursor over by. Digit voice laughing, don't even try. But I close the tab, I step away slow. Let the impulse pass, let the real setup show. I've lost enough chasing every green light. Now I trade my plan, not my appetite. They can ape in blind, they can YOLO fast. I'll keep my rules, make the good ones last. I've been a fool, I've paid the price. Now discipline's my only vice. Ooh, no can do, no can do, no can do. When the hype is calling, when the greed is strong. No can do, no can do. Gotta wait for the trigger, gotta stay on song. I can't go for that. No can do. I used to think the fast ones won the race, but every shortcut left me in last place. Now I sit and wait, I let the setups breathe. And when the line breaks clean, that's when I believe. So no, no can do. Ooh. I can't go for that. No can do. When the FOMO's screaming, when the chat's on fire. No can do. I got my rules and they're taking me higher. I can't go, can do. No 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 can do. It's soon enough to sell. I bought the top on Tuesday, thought I'd ride it to the stars. But Wednesday morning came and it dropped below the bars. I said I'll hold forever with a hopeful little grin. But by Friday afternoon, I was dumping it again. I saw the red candles dancing like a devil in the flame. And I told myself real softly, honey, it's just a game. Mañana na mañana, it's soon enough to sell. Mañana na mañana, I'll get out of this hell. Tomorrow I'll be smarter, tomorrow I'll be wise. But today I'm just a fool with stars in my eyes. Mañana, it's soon enough to sell.
The ringing of the cowbell, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes you just need a little cowbell and a whole lot of Jesus.
Going to the moon, but the pump turned into nothing. Just a little afternoon. I sold at the bottom, cried a little bit inside, then bought it back higher. Oh, the foolish pride. I read the guru's signal. Thought he knew the way, but he's driving a Lambo, and I'm the one who pays. Mañana, mañana, it's soon enough to sell. Mañana, mañana, I'll get out of this hell. Tomorrow I'll be smarter, tomorrow I'll be wise. But today I'm just a fool with stars in my eyes. Mañana.
Here we go.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like, I just say thank you. Thank you very
The
much.
morning's gray, the clocks are full. The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow.
Good ass coffee.
As coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up.
Good
is
ass
coffee in your cup. Sip it smooth, feel the rush. Oh, darling, nothing else can hush the blues that brew till the sun pops up.
Good ass coffee! It's the boldest, best coffee you'll ever have. Get your good ass coffee today!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, frogs and squirrels, welcome to Late Night Crypto with Road Dogg. Happy to have you here on this. Is it Thursday again? Every day's Thursday in my life. Every freaking day feels like Thursday. Why is that? Because it's Thursday. Smart ass. Sitting there watching Bitcoin on a Thursday. They came down. They gave us a little lower low here. And then they came up. Now me, I'm thinking, well, we're in a series of lower highs and lower lows. I want to start targeting this 886. So my little smart ass thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and put a short in. And I'm sure I'm not the only one to do that idea, because that's a common place to do that, 886. It looked like it started working out a little bit. And I'm like, woohoo, yeah, we're going to catch that down here. Maybe we're coming down to 64,000. Actually touch that 618 Fibonacci from the bigger pool. Important support levels for the people not keeping up with the fib ideas, but important support levels. And we bounced off one, right? We regained this one. And that was the first sign that, oh, maybe you're trying to do something a little bit bullish. Second sign is, we pulled back. Now, if we were monitoring this trade, we would have seen it start coming back to the 382 area. Didn't quite tap it for me. Didn't quite do it. Like, all right. I'll keep my eye on it. And so I started doing a little hedge work over here. I'm like, yeah, you're going to get tricky, aren't you? Probably going to end up in one of them Friday pumps where they like to pump us up on Fridays, then tear us down on a Sunday or Monday night a lot of times. Now, I can see that happening again. That's a playbook that they like to do a lot of times. Because now we came up and we made a higher high. We're getting a little bullish, people. So when we do that, we are quite possibly trying to turn around trend. Let's zoom out a little bit and talk about this idea. However, it happened over a weekend. Well, that's where I start getting a little questionable. I want to go out to the daily over here. And I don't know. Let's just kind of zoom out here a little bit and let's see what was happening. Well, that was November. That's way off. Let's see. This was a Friday. That was a dump day that Friday, and they started coming up a little bit over the weekend. And sure enough, we started dumping again. Not as bad earlier in the week there. Then we had another Friday, which was here. You can't really see it until I zoom in, I guess. It was on the daily. This was a Friday. It was up and down, but, you know, it was mostly green until, you know, I think it was probably that evening when it was coming down. But then Friday and Saturday turned out okay, actually pretty good. And if you were in it, you know, that was the move. And then it started dumping again come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And here we are again on Thursday. Every day is a freaking Thursday. Yeah, this was a Friday. They were dumping us down. So they've been dumping us down last couple of Fridays here, playing with us a little bit. Sometimes they like to pump us on them Fridays, right? We haven't really seen too many of those Friday pumps lately. This one over in January, when January first started, that was a Friday little pump, but then it came down Wednesday. I don't put much stock into the pumps that we get on Fridays. Not that they will hold like for a full week or anything, but you can definitely get some play on them. Just know that it might get exciting on Friday. You might want to take some of your profit then. I mean, just in the past, Saturday's usually been sideways and sometimes some down with it and everything, right? Not been a very, you know, you get stuck and you're like, oh man, I'm just going to have to sit here and watch this thing. And if you're in profit, it's kind of okay. If you're in drawdown, you're like, oh, how long is this going to last? Oh, gee, man, did I screw things up until next week? But we got this going on for Bitcoin right now on the daily. We got a little green dot here on market cipher or VMC, and that can usually be kind of helpful. Other signs are starting to point up, so we might get a little lift tomorrow or through now until tomorrow. We're still under the 9 moving average, which is a sign that I watch. And crossing above the 9 is one of my trigger for entries on whatever time frame. It's definitely a good thing to be above that 9 moving average. That's coming in about 67,800. We're at 67,400 at the moment and steadily climbing. We take a look at our RSI and you can see it's making a series of higher highs and higher lows, and that sounds like an uptrend. And matter of fact, that is the definition of an uptrend if that's what we can continue on doing here. So, are we trying to establish an uptrend? We're going to draw a trend line from right over here. We're going to take that top wick. I'll go to that very next wick and just extend it out. And you can see we're coming up on an area of rejection for the extent of this move. Now, I'm also going to take it from, my favorite is to take it from the candle bodies to the next candle bodies. Now, we started out over here, bodies to bodies, cheek to cheeks. And you can see where we started turning this into an internal trend line. That being the original one that we were looking at there. Then we broke above it. Then we lost it. Then we broke above it. And then we finally retesting it. Candle bodies bouncing off of it nice. And then we're getting our higher high. That might be cool. Now, here's an instance over here where locally we got the higher high, but then you came and made a lower low. So there's still the possibility they can be just effing with their heads over here. Let's take it to our next series of candle bodies here. Touch there, goes to the wicks. Nails that wick there. Candle bodies here, goes through a wick. Starts getting on these candle bodies here, and we got a breakout. This also comes in with a double bottom scenario or a W situation over here. Okay, we can play that idea too. What I like to do is just take a measure move from the biggest candle to the trend line right there. Put that at the breakout area, and it gives me a little target to shoot for. And that measure move takes us about $68,670 right here. I like to color code them with the blue line so I know what the hell they are whenever I come back to these charts. And also, I also like to check the angles of ideas and see if I can identify the channel that we are in or breaking out of. It's also another measure move to be taken there. It could be a little bit more fun. What? We got a funner move? Could be. I'm just saying. It could be a little higher. This measure move takes out this high. That would be cool. This measure move comes up and competes with this guy. Something like those ideas might be coming into play there. Meanwhile, 64% chance these channels do break out, and you do get a nice little measure move. But, you know, I'm kind of a fib guy over here, and I like to see what we're working with fib-wise. And for our highs to lows, and if you go with my definition on how to monitor a trade with a fib, you know, this is this area, if this is our bottom area, well, we've just left our zone of regrets and missed opportunities. Probably doesn't seem like such a big deal right now, you know, when you look back in the hindsight and say, man, from 65.6 to 66.9, that was the sweet spot to be building up a bag of Bitcoin. It's only after when we started getting up here by $69,000, and you think, dang, man, I could have bought it cheaper. And that's why this is called the zone of regret. The zone of regret. That's what I call it now. Till I find something cooler. And our next target area that we're looking for, the next level that we need to go compete with, is, you know, where we dropped down and tested this guy over here. That's at 67.6, 67.8. Not too far from where we are right now. Not too far, not too far. One of the main targets that we need to shoot for is where we tested these guys over here. Resistance. Oh, peek through. Oh, you slammed me down. Dirty bastard. Come back up and you slam me down again. That area of contention right here at the 618 Fibonacci. That little yellow line I'm about to draw over here. That one's probably a really good one to look for right there. If we're fortunate enough to make it up that high without getting slammed down any further. Still looking for the idea of these other areas. They're still on the table. A little less so now if we actually pull this breakout off. But we haven't really completed this breakout because remember, I mean, if we draw our trend line from lines to lines, we got a possible breakout going over there, right? Don't really have the volume behind it that we would hope to see. We want to see some volume spikes during all this. We don't have that yet. We take that angle and we just pull it up over here and wow. Well, when you take body to body angles, often they translate really nicely over to the wicks too when you pull them up like that. Expand the channel. That's still okay. We're in the area where we're trying to do a breakout, trying to do it here on the 1 hour time frame. Not, you could probably argue if we've got a candle breaking out above that or not. Maybe. Moving averages are looking kind of hopeful for this weekend, or at least, you know, going into tomorrow anyway. I don't know about tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening from this 1 hour time frame. There's a lot of stuff that can happen between there. Hopefully it's somewhere up around 68, close to 69,000. That would be awesome. Let's go get 69 on Friday. That sounds like an awesome plan. Jenny. Brings me back to Miss Jenny over here, which she's still out there. And oh man, she's just getting buried over here. And everybody's forgetting about Miss Jenny, it seems like. Jenny! Our little dancer. Oh, what's that? There, this might be a reminder. Yeah. Jenny Jiggle, ladies and gentlemen. We're still waiting to hear from her. Even a call from the authorities might be a good thing. I don't know at this point, but Jenny Jiggle. If you see her, 8675309, that's the number. Give us a holler. Right down here's the 886 Fibonacci area that if we do lose the 64,600, 64,700 area, this yellow line, which we didn't really touch over here, may not come back and touch it at all. But if we do over the weekend, that's a good place to look for bottoming signs, bottoming formations to see if we're actually starting to work out a reversal over here. Usually check those out on smaller time frames as they develop. Or this area down here is 61.3, which, you know, on the table until we get a higher high. Is still on the table until we invalidate the idea. Could happen. There's several different things that we might be doing, but one such thing has a targets over at 75 and 77. That's still in play. Maybe that's what we're working on right here. We set up nicely for a harmonic bullish pattern actually, but for it to compete or for it to confirm and to complete, it needs to hit these areas. And it's okay if it doesn't. We can still be bullish if it doesn't. But if it did, this would look scary. But it would actually could be quite possibly a nice little gift in disguise if we drop down. Just saying. And sometimes it doesn't look like it's ever going to happen until that one day. Oh my God, what the hell? We're doing at 61,300. And you know, sometimes they just play out of the blue with a sudden drop. It's crazy. I don't know. We don't know what Price is going to do. We just got to play with what we got. And she's not been playing very fun. She's been all sideways and twisty and just very... She's been got cramps or something. I don't know. Very moody. One day we're up, next day we're down, one day we're up, and then, I don't know, you're always doing something wrong. Never getting it right. And it tells you about it. Oh, it tells you about it. And then you definitely feel it in the pocketbook. Bitcoin is not happy right now. And therefore, if Bitcoin's not happy, you know, a lot of us are not that happy. Altcoins are definitely not happy. Some of them act happy, but they end up lying. They crash out. They go out and get high on the weekends or something, and they crash out and get fired on their jobs during the week. I don't know what the hell's going on with altcoins or this generation anymore. You don't know? Bunch of memes out there running around like hooligans. Hell, there's this damn unicorn coin called Pippin that's out there just running around like we're in a damn bull market. It doesn't give a freaking rat's ass. Tell me how that works. Be nice to have a rat's ass thingy thing, wouldn't it? Sean, can you get me a rat's ass? I'm asking for a friend, Sean. We're working on getting a rat's ass over here. I thought we had one. Somebody walked off with my rat's ass. Found it. So they just don't give a rat's ass. Pippin, whatever. But here I am on the bigger time frames. Ichimoku Cloud over here. You know, I haven't got any confirmation or any hint of anything bullish with the little sliver of green coming in over here. Maybe that'll happen over the next few hours. Bigger moving averages. I mean, we got some, you know, I mean, it's technically we got a bearish ribbon flip when the 100 crossed the 200 on this one, but we're trying to come back up here and talk to these guys. So I think that might be our weekend fake out idea coming up to an extent, and then who knows. But, you know, what I would stress to keep an eye on, the rules of the game is once we do hit an area of support, especially on occasions where we do have bullish divergence, which we do have right now here on the 1 hour right here. That's on the momentum wave, and it is also here on the RSI, some bullish divergence between price going, you know, from a low to a lower low, and the indicators going from low to a higher low, a divergence in price, action right there. That usually signifies we need to pay attention to this one, baby. This one might be the one. Okay, that's how to interpret that. That's nothing solid. Doesn't mean that we're definitely going to blast off to Valhalla, but we can. And if it hasn't been a real strong move down, that one might be enough to do it for us, right? Sometimes some real big strong moves down. I mean, like one of the keys to playing divergence is at support levels, and that's why your Fibonacci's are such little key areas to look for one at. Just letting you know. All divergences are not created equal. But the ones on a nice fib support, those are the ones to pay attention to, darling. And we made a higher high. So the rules of the game that I was trying to get to are we look for the next higher low when you want to try to go harder, right? You can try to play what you can, smaller time frame, scalp, whatever you're trying to do in your strategies. But the best move would be coming when we finally figure out how high that we're going to go. Our research suggests that we might be coming up to 67.7 or maybe 67.5 before we take a little retest back to the downside. That's what we're looking for. Maybe a little higher. Maybe you come up and tap that 200. Hell, maybe you get freaky with it and really come out and take out a few highs. That's bitchin' AF. But wherever it does, you know, while people chase and then they sell off, the next higher low, that's the one that we want to pay attention to. I would say, my guess is that we'd probably come back down to about 67, not too far from where we are right now. But, you know, what I guess and what happens in reality, often, you know, sometimes it's the same thing, but then a lot of times reality is just like, you know, I don't really see, I'm not really, no, we're doing something else. And you're like, but I think if you listen to my proposal, this would work out really well for both of us. No, just shut up. Shut up. Go stand in the corner. Go get back in the soup kitchen. Reality is a cruel bitch sometimes, but you know, it is what it is. What are you going to do? Meanwhile, I like to look at Bitcoin on the 6-minute time frame, and this is where I'm following it. And here on the 6-minute, we see we're at a very critical area right here. We're right above Miss Lucy. We're on top of her this time. Give it to her, Bitcoin. And sandwiched between her and the 800, and that sounds a little kinky, I know, but there are times when we go up above this, and therefore this target comes into play. Sometimes we just get rejected there. Which are they going to do? I don't know, man. I don't know. But I'm looking at this cloud because sometimes when it gets all thick like that, it's a clue that, well, we might be coming down now. Doesn't mean it has to happen, but that's one thing to look for, right? Another thing to look for is, of course, the breaking of our trend lines and count how many humps we got. And that's a shaggy hump right there, man. I don't know what's going on right there. That's crazy looking. It's like you got little spiky things going on, man. I don't know if that's a 1 hump, 2 hump, 3 hump dump, or you got zzz, zzz, zzz. I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, if the trend line breaks, pretty solid trend line, some bodies to bodies to bodies, probably pretty good. If we start breaking that trend line and flirting with these areas over here, yeah, that might be it. And then we start looking for that higher low. I would really like to see a touch over here. That would be kind of nice, I think. But that's just what I think. Meanwhile, we take a look over here at altcoins on total 3 on the 4 hour. I can never pull it up over here, so we can see it and see what's going on. We already talked about this plenty of times when we were topped up over here, $900 billion for altcoins. Now we're just coming in at 703. Broke that main ass trend line. When you zoom out, that was a big deal. That was a big deal right there. And I mean, I think the best scenario that you can realistically hope for, realistically, is that we get a come up back up here to 800. $100 more billion comes back into altcoins. There would have to be something extremely bullish, like the U.S. would have to take the lead and just say, "Hey, banks," and banks start loving crypto. I don't know, some kind of magical miracle thing in the world and economy would have to happen, in my personal opinion. Elizabeth Warren would probably have to, not be in Congress anymore, and I don't know. Bank lobbies would probably have to be illegal. I don't know how they would solve the problem to make it bullish enough to get back up there and just start taking off like a bat out of hell. Most likely, we're probably coming up for rollover and go lower. Honestly, that's what traditional TA would have you look for, and traditional TA is usually the best TA out there. When you go by what's been tried and true and practiced and what to look for on the norms, probabilities, rather than just trying to make those numbers out of your ass using your hopes and your dreams and whatever. We have ticked off the boxes for a bear market. It's painful for some people to admit that or think about that. Those are usually the people that are riding the roller coaster down, and it's not a fun ride. Waiting for that hopium, and sometimes the people, if you're in that situation, some of you might be, and there's things you can do to help things out. Lord knows we've all been there and rode that ride down before. The best thing, of course, you're probably realizing now, is like, if I just had some dry powder I was sitting on, I could take advantage of these cheap prices. And I don't know if that's a good idea to do that on altcoins right now. Some of them, you got to go pretty much coin by coin basis. And even then, you're still taking a risk, because in a bear market, you can be very well surprised just how down low an altcoin can go. You think you're at a bottom, and you don't see another 80% drop coming, and think, I can't even mathematically see how that's happening. But yet, your $1,000 position that you're so proud of, you've been building up. Like, man, I'm getting me a good bag of this. Suddenly, it's only worth $100 or $200 again. You're like, wait a minute, something went wrong. Wow, the hell. That can happen. It'd be a common occurrence. There's one reason why we like to keep up with these altcoin dominance chart over here. Because when you take a look at it in that context, well, it's when we're at these high areas over here. It's the best time to be getting in with your fiat dollars. That's the cheapest area for fiat dollars for most of the altcoins. Doesn't mean that there's going to be some that popped off and they're never going to see those lows that they've seen on the way up. That happens. INJ did that. Caspa may have done that. Several examples of Solana, I think, did that. So you can see some of them, you know, they hit their bottoms, but that's for the majority of the coins. They'll start hitting their bottoms somewhere around through here, about 1.15 trillion total market cap for, oh, I'm sorry, right over here, about 15%. I got on the wrong chart. This 15% area, we're at 12% now. We got some time to go up there. May take it a while, may have some ups and downs, and be some altcoin pumps and dumps in between getting there, I'm sure. Could have sworn I erased this thing the other night and redrew this line. I'm pretty sure I did, or I'm having glimpses into the future. But I still see no future Bitcoin price, so gosh darn it, that didn't help me. That didn't help nobody out. Now I'm stuck here. And then again, this is Bitcoin dominance, which is bouncing off support areas, made a higher low, and man. So as long as this thing's going up, and it's that stiletto shoe we got right there, is that a high heel shoe? She's trying to do some kind of bottom pattern over here. So you're going to have a bullish breakout of a trend line and start coming up and start forcing altcoins down. I mean, I hope not. I hope not. We want to see this thing continue down, but it's stubborn as hell. Stubborn as hell. And meanwhile, we're just sitting, you know, keeping an eye on S&P 500, just see what Wall Street and tech stocks are kind of doing. They've just been going sideways, still at all-time high levels, by the way. I don't know if it's going to float away like a lead balloon, which means drop like a rock, or continue up, but it has not dropped like a rock yet. It just kind of just stays there, just like that little disc you see in the sky, and you're like, is that an alien or a weather balloon? Is that a UFO or a weather balloon? I can't tell if it's China or Alpha Centauri. Joe Biden didn't get an F. He said, I don't know, let's just let it fly over America. We'll figure it out eventually. Somebody's got a telescope that can zoom in on it. NASA's is out right now, I think. And here we are back at Bitcoin. On the 6-minute time frame, watching it get rejected at that 800 moving average. See how long that lasts. Trend line's what really got to watch for, but she's at some areas of resistance, so opening a short in this area, I mean, you can try it, but she still might have still might have a little gas in the tank right there. You know, just saying, she might. Meanwhile, tiny trades going on with a tiny account. That's hard to grow a tiny account with such market freaking conditions over here. I'm only at like 6-7%. It's not even freaking worth being in on this thing, really. Average cost over here. Not up very much at all on these little guys. But if you're going to take me out, you're going to give me at least something. Remember, I was trying to short, and then I had to flip-flop, and I'm not cool with that. I don't like to flip-flop. But at least I flip-flop, you know. It's all about that trend line. Hey, trend line. The best we can get one right there. And so it is just chop for Bitcoin and not very much going on. And this is what our altcoins look like, ladies and gentlemen, right here. This is them on the daily, and they're just like, whatever. I mean, for the weekly, what we got? Trying some of them. More of the top 100 up to the top 300 right through here. And we come over here, and I like to check out and see what's hot and what's not on the gainers and losers. CoinGecko's got a pretty decent one over here. Put it on the top 300, or else you'll see things that you may only see once in every 3 years as they pop up to the top. MYX Finance, we looked at that the other day. Looked at that yesterday, I think. Last night, because it was over here saying these are the ones we need to look at because they're down. There might be an opportunity there. I did not get in on that because, well, I think it's not offered on that my exchange that I'm trading on. But I might want to take another look at that. KaiCryptos, that one's resurfacing a little bit. Midnight, we did have a request for that. You guys got any altcoins you want to take a look at? I'm going to put my little marker up here into the chat. And I'll come over there and we'll take a look at that while I make a little list of here. I see the river is still down. M. And there's Pippin. And Tau. Oh, Tau is cheap again. Hello, chat. 18 people hanging out with the turkey tonight. I'm done with my spiel. What you guys got going on over here? Hey, Dave P, what's going on, man? Got the record player out. My metal detector, Spectrum Eagle from the 90s died. Had a funeral for it. Got my money's worth out of it. How did they die, I wonder, though? I mean, you would think that there wouldn't be too much to fix in those. For somebody, I guess for somebody that was familiar with them or something. It seems like whenever they open up this stuff, it's like, oh, that doesn't look too bad. I don't know. Maybe a broken coil wire, maybe a bitch or something. Hello, everybody. We got Ave Medina, who is first in the chat tonight. Shout out to you, Ave. You get the clap, my man. Shout out to Rogue Shadow in the house. Good to see you, Rogue. King Hell, right on. We got King Hell hanging out with us tonight, and Dave P. Squirrel. Some point, I'm sure we will have a squirrel character around here too. Are you gonna lose her like you lost Jenny? Oh, shut up, Sean. Habib, turn Sean's mic off. All right, PMO's in the house. How's it going, Postmodern Oddities? How you doing tonight? And we're talking a lot about laundry over here and spin cycles. PMO says about to throw some bears in on a spin cycle. Some sexy ass coffee. Road Dog is sponsored by Good Ass Coffee, which I am about to drink right now. Some good ass coffee. Decaf, and it still keeps me up all night. Either that or the market one. I don't know. Maybe it's both of them. Thirsty Thursday. Well, you know, I never trade on Thursday, even though 2 weeks ago I said it's my favorite day to trade. I normally don't trade on Mondays. I normally don't trade on Tuesdays. I normally don't trade on Wednesdays. That way, if I do crappy, I told you I normally don't. I don't know what's more fun on YouTube. Watching the egos on some of these people when they come out and the little games that they play with themselves. It's a whole lot of jacking going on right there. Joe Road Dog has had the talk with Bitcoin yet. I haven't had to really have a talk with it yet, but maybe it does need one. Right now, I think I'm going to see what she can do. She's out here and trying to make a higher high there, and I don't want to ruin her buzz or anything. It's almost the weekend. See how far she wants to take it there. Bitcoin needs to talk, bros. You think so? I think she just needs a little room to kind of just stretch out and, you know, remember what it felt like to breathe air with less oxygen up here. Iran going to get blowed up or no? I hope not. But I mean, my gosh, man, they sure the hell are. Why do you want to be so confrontational? Why can't we just come in and actually try to, you know? I think F around find out is going to be the motto that we start seeing come around here. I don't it's wild. And I'm sure they got a few little surprises up their sleeves and things. Saw a video on some of the technology that they have over there and the Strait and all that. Strait of, I forgot the name, Hormuz or something. Mines, and you know, they got the little. When I was a kid, I'd go to that. You're about to say it, wasn't you? Amusement parks are no longer around. You have little remote control boats out there, and you can drive them around on the little thing, pond or whatever waterway they got. Yeah, they got a lot of those little boat drones out there, and flying drones, and you know, that's the cool thing these days, I guess. And more affordable than, you know, jets that cost millions and millions and millions of dollars. So I can kind of see the appeal there. A lot more bang for your buck that way, and they definitely like to get a lot of bang for their buck. You know. You know, that's happened before. But I don't know. I hope nothing. Can't we just all be grown-ups and just say, hey man, maybe war is just a thing that, you know, probably shouldn't be that much of a thing that happens anymore? Are we not evolved yet where we can actually use our words and make agreements and contracts and, you know, and talk things out and come to something without trying to screw everybody over? I mean, I don't know. Maybe we could try that and quit trying to take over the whole world, or quit trying to impose everything on everybody else and blow people up that don't see things our way, or ensure global domination of one thing or the other. I don't know. Maybe I read too much sci-fi. I don't read any sci-fi, but maybe I have before. My bags are dead. Went to the FOMO funeral the other day. My date was wearing little red candles. Next song, just tell me where to buy. What song? You know, I've not released any more music lately. I need to try to do that on the weekends, I guess. And since we got some new music, try to put some stuff out there. It's mostly here on the show, and I'm talking over it. It's in the background there. The fairest, gregarious gentleman. Always says fur. For real. Rose says 49 on the 27th. Is that a birthday thing? If so, happy birthday. Bobby says 69. Bobby says 1-800-GET-CHUGS. Oh gosh, are we back on? I'm way down on the chat, aren't I? I need to come out. Dead ass. We got ones and ones and ones, and I like them. Bring Jenny back. Talk to him, Turkey. Are we still talking about Bitcoin or somebody else? I think I've said hello to everybody. Okay, wow, I'm scrolling. The like button needs some love. Society X, how's it going? Just bought my Solana mobile seeker phone. That rise in the price is just what I needed today. Did Solana go up today? I need to take a look at Solana. Obviously says Tambo. So Lambo. Emo says load the boat when it hits $50. Told the old job to shove it with a polite middle finger wave. Boss laughed like I was joking and realized I wasn't a slave. Now I pick my hours, work on shit that doesn't make me die. Scar says you would have thought in 4,000 years that someone would have figured it out by now. War is not worth it. You would think so. I mean, can't we just have a dance off anymore? Kamala Harris out there to do her little. Crypto is the day all the crypto moves. Or tomorrow is the day all the crypto moves. Hey, we got Joe from Trade Intuition. How's it going, Joe? Good to see you, Joe. Those of you that don't know Joe, why don't you know Joe? He's got a YouTube channel over here. He goes on at 9 o'clock at night. You got plenty of opportunity to know him, especially if you watch me at night. I'm just saying. I hang out there sometimes when I get a chance to. Good old Joe. I'm just saying. It's Joe. It's a no-brainer. Let's take a look at some of these cryptos over here and see what's trying to happen or maybe not happen over here. We took a look at the gainers and losers. Hey, you thought I was still talking about Joe. You thought I was just going to go into altcoins and start talking. No, I'm still plugging Joe right now. All the cool kids hang out over there. I'm saying you need good communities where they're not trying to fleece you, take your money, or just make up, stroke their egos and have little smirks on their face when they start spouting out wisdom. And then you see them just totally ignore the same things they're telling you to do. Or that probably happens here too. Joe's a good place to hang out to learn trading. To learn how to read the market. Go check out. All right, so we were over here. I was actually going to take a look. Sometimes I like to screen through the shapes of these things, right? Bitcoin, you're definitely down where you need to do something. What's up with you, Ethereum? You're rolling over a little. You got a little bit of a curve there. That might be interesting. Look like a duck head with a bucket on his head. Tron has really surprised me. It's at 28 cents. That little guy, you look like you're at your highs. A lot of his other stuff is, what is white Bitcoin? WVT. That one looks like it's in a fallen channel. Might be interesting. Chainlink looks like it's interesting. What are you, 858 right now? Chainlink might be. I mean, if it ever does a damn thing. I mean, I can't say that since 2017, 2018, has ever really done very much since then when it got up really expensive. It was the hot thing, and then you see what happens. Even the hottest of the hot things, they get kind of boring and dull and become a boomer coin. Litecoin you're $53 again. Looks like you've been moving a little bit lately, though. And Sawi is 93 cents. Okay, looks like it's moving a little bit. Zcash is at 262. Stellar, you finally came down a little bit. You're back at 15 cents right there. And Canton. Yeah, I got a play on Canton. And just hadn't seen very much happen with it yet. Monero's hanging out at 330. Pretty good. A duck bucket. Duck bucket. Scar says tariffs. Yeah, 3 of them. Well, that's clever. I saw a bunch of geese and ducks today at the park. They still have parks? It's been a minute since I've been to one. That needs to change. This is MYX. You're back up at 120. It was down at 84. Nobody loved it. And like, no, something's wrong. Actually, I think I was asking what happened with MYX. Why did it get a big bump down? I think we did a grok search to see if there's anything going on or something. I think we did that, right? I guess I'm going to have to wait a minute. Did we get our levels? Yeah, okay, because you look kind of, I didn't trust it because it went below the 886, and I'm like, oh. Let's see what else we got. Swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need that. There you go, baby. Okay. You got my little tick box there. I think did you shark us? Is that what you did? All right, so I'm starting to like this on MYX. I think we talked about it the other day. I'm going to take this one off. Kind of redo our stuff here. Focus a little bit more local right here for some kind of little local trade. NYX. Would it be cool if you go back up to like $2 and something? You could double up from here or more. I can see an argument for that if this is our bottom, and from our fibs, it definitely has a possibility to be enough of a possibility that I would be willing to trade on it. And based on where it did turn around at that level, these are the new fib levels that I'll be watching very closely. This is on the 4-hour time frame. What else we got going on over here? Look at the RSI. How often do you see that? How often do you see it get down in the red that way? That thing has been so the F out down there. And then now we're starting to pop back up, and the buy signal's already happened on the 4-hour. RSI is about 37 right now. Got above the 30. That was your buy signal right there. What mine was trained to do. Yeah, I got your MACD over here pumping like it's like there's no tomorrow. Nice little U-turn over here. Duck lips, alligator lips. I don't know. It looks more like an alligator than a duck. It looks scary AF right there, but it's starting to curl to the upside. That's on the 4-hour. NYX. So, did we miss it? Is it too late to get in? Because I don't want to buy high. It always seems high when if you're not actually buying the really close to the bottoms, but you're still, I mean, it depends what you're trying to do, man. I think there's actually something here. I think there's a chance we might actually get over to this target area at 317. It may not be immediate. You're not over here though. I've been trying to trade it over here, but it's not over on Bluefin, right? NYX, you're not over here, right? Yeah, they don't have it, so that's why I'm not over here trading it. I guess I can. CoinX, I think it is over on CoinX. That's probably where I have to take my little trades on it. Come down to we looked at the 4-hour. I like to look at since we're going into the weekend here. What can we expect? We're above the 9 after breakout. That's one of my triggers. Now, my conservative method would be to, get a candle body open over that. Maybe wait till the next candle if I want to be conservative on my little degen plays here. But these are the kind of breakouts that I go for. Ones that are around bottoms. I don't like to buy pattern breakouts. I mean the typical pattern. I like to buy there in the bottom of patterns, and this is close. This is close. It's still within range to be a good trade, right? In my personal opinion, and maybe she comes down over the weekend, but maybe she doesn't. Don't know what she's going to do. But if you got a little bit of a nibble approach, that works pretty decent. Or if you want to go all in and try to ride her on up, I mean, okay, you might get some drawdown if you can suffer the drawdown there. Could be 15% on spot drawdown, and that might hurt on some 3x leverage, even 3x. That turned out, oh man, why am I down 50%? Because you got 3x leverage. And price dropped from 20 cents, and that's all it took to do it. However, what if we make it all the way up here? 90%, that's an 87% gains. Now, 87 times 3, that's like 240% gains if we were to do it, right? Come back and retest this area over here. It may take it days, I don't know, or never. But I think it's a little sexy, the one to watch over here. Smaller time frames are looking like she wants to do a pullback. Maybe touch that 200 moving average here about 107. So not a great setup to get in, but definitely one to watch soon, or to maybe start nibbling a little if you don't mind building a position, if that's one of your strategies. I can entertain that idea. But moving averages are trying to do something. NYX, that's one to be watching, I believe. Take a look at Kite. That's one that's popping off too. What are you doing, Kite? Let's zoom out to the daily on you. That looked crazy. What the hell? You're at 25 cents. We were looking at you over here 11. I never got any. Are you over here? Are you over here? Did I have an opportunity to do this and I didn't? Holy crap. Shoot. Okay. I guess we're going to put you on our little watch list. All right. We got KaiCrypto over here. Dude, I mean, I've not got much to work with here as far as what to do on charts. I don't have a good price history here. Let's see if we can identify what may be going on here. You kind of done all the things I'd be looking for real. And we don't have enough for me to really do my... And I guess we're going to have to go with them old school moves right here. She might be. Let's see if we got some divergence forming right here. She's above it. By this strategy, especially if we're looking for that third wave idea. Or is that our fifth wave idea? I think it's our fifth wave idea. Right? Fifth wave. Third wave would have been... Anyway, we might get to go to that 3618 area right there. We're just now leaving the 2618. Usually I don't have to pull out those fibs. Usually we got price action and we can figure out, a little bit more local moves without having to do something that quite as those are a little drastic. And I think the more you get away from it, the accuracy of the idea. Kind of like a light, how it spreads out. It's not as pinpoint and as crisp, right? So you may be off just a little bit. Definitely, it's doing good. It's maybe on your little bit of a parabolic move there. Too high for me to get in KaiCrypto, but for anybody that got into it cheaper, man, 21 cents would have been good. This area down here at 16 would have been great. All right, well, missed that one. How about night? We did look at that the other night. How are you looking? Night is at 6 cents right now. And is this what we were looking at? What was that? You ever go lower than C? No. Well, I want to keep those levels. Alice. That's a little from way back there. This is on the daily. We got a little bit more price history here. Just left our zone of regret right now. We're looking for 7.1 cents. And 8.2. And then we'll have to start checking on these other guys over there. But short term, is there a play there? What's that? What would that get you? 1 hump, 2 hump, 3 hump. We're in danger of a little fall here. Let's go to the 4 hour. Above the 9. Trying across the 50 on the daily. Let's go to the 4 hour, see what we got. Ribbon flip starting to happen. 50 crossing the 200. That's a golden cross. That's a buy signal. My interpretation is don't buy now, it's buy the next pullback. A lot of times price will fall when that happens. Shortly after, sometimes it does. Nice rounded shape, you can't deny that. We like them when they're rounded. What would that look like going over here? 12%. Over here to point at 8 cents, it would be 25% gains. To right under 9 cents, 8.9 area, would be 41% gains on spot. Looks like she's trying, I think she's doing something. Made a higher high over here. Definitely leaving our zone of regret. What's I bought more when it was at 4 or 5 cents? Huh. And I'm coming back on the 15-minute. So I would love to get in, and if I get in, I know she's going to go through drawdown as she comes back, right? I should just wait because I don't like the drawdown, and it doesn't help me get richer any quicker. It just makes me have to it makes me have to wait twice as long. That's how I feel about it. If I buy here and it comes down here, and I'm, oh man, add to my position, but it only lowers my entry just a wee bit because that's just how this crap works. And then by the time we finally get up here, oh wow, look, I'm up. Oh, okay, yay, something up a little bit. But if you get in more toward down here, I mean, you're up a lot more. I was a little bit like, hey man, I might as well take a little profit here. Whereas this one, I go, oh man, maybe we gotta go way up here before I kind of take profit. So I'm not crazy about buying any right there, especially if we're at an area of resistance. But what if? Well, we come back down to these areas anywhere through here. Better. Alexa, skip. Oh, Alexa, skip again. Well, Knight's looking interesting. She's just pumped up a little bit too high. And speaking of pumped up, let's take a look at pump. Mix C. Your Mix C. Oh, that's old stuff on Mix C. Oh, we're looking for a partial breakout of this falling pattern over here. I can't see what the hell's going on. And I was looking for this one over here, and clearly that did not happen. That's a nice little partial decline. I would still be saying the same thing if I looked at it. I would still be looking for a partial breakout over there. What did you do over here? Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely. 886. 886, and we just didn't, you did not do it at all. How far did you come up? You came up to the 382, came back down, looked like you could be doing a double bottom, and then all hell breaks through and it didn't happen. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, that's a valid setup idea that did not work, but that was a good setup idea. There were probably some things we could pay a little bit more attention to with the cloud and some other things, but I would still be putting that same setup out and still playing that same setup. That's a nice double bottom possibility going over here in our zone of regret. It's pretty nice, actually. Now here on the daily, it's got a little warning sign. I don't know, it could... Oh, did you already take it off? I think it already took it off. Oh, it just looked like it's there. It was this dot. But now we got stochastic starting to come up. Some other things starting to come up. Ichimoku Cloud on the daily suggests some chop through here. So probably still got a time to be looking at pump. I don't think she's ready to just spurt off just yet. Let's come down to the 4 hour and check and make sure over here. Well, I would say keep an eye on it. She might do a little breakout move over this weekend and get a little bit bullish. Maybe. She's definitely at a trend line to try it. Well, stop at 618. You might be. That's what. Okay, I would keep an eye on this one. I'm going to set an alert on this trend line, so I can get mad at it and yell at it. But look here on the 4 hour, your MACD's try maybe trying to cross. So a little too early now, you'd be front running, and I mean, maybe you might feel like a genius before, but you're taking the risk of it just falling down. And, oh crap! And then you end up buying that resistance, which, oh man, why did I buy resistance? And when you should be buying that support, that's why the breakout is kind of in the hat. You know, oh, now it's support. A little bit better chance that it works out. I don't know. It depends on, you know, how many times you can get your ass handed to you and still be okay with it. Because this could be an ass-handed situation. Could be. Solana, you're at $82, man. This 113? I believe it is. 1272 down here. Oh, that's nasty. That is zoom out a little bit more on this one. Dang, Solana, you look brutal. So a lot of people would be looking at this as a head and shoulders. it did break below the trend line. So see, I told you, the head and shoulders. I seriously doubt that you get that measured move there. Make it go all the way down to negative $66. So I doubt you can see that price action. One of the things on head and shoulders that I like to point out, I don't hear anybody else do it, but ideally your right shoulder will be below this one. I'm just saying. If we were to draw out what it actually gives us, we might say something a little bit more like this, which is an expanding broadening pattern. Of course, you got to let go of the idea that you got a head and shoulder with a big hump, higher shoulder, which that's bullish. That's bullish. That's more bullish than this. Just pointing some ideas about. But, you know, for some people, all I got to do is just have some head and shoulder vibes. Let's got head and shoulder vibes. That's all you need is some vibes to trade, you know, this market. That's what I hear. Well, look. I don't know. It's usually a retrospect thing, you know. After a long didn't work out. Look, well, shut it on. See, shoulders right, you know, whatever. But I just say, hey man, if you actually connect some of these other ideas, you might have something else. And if we take our Fibonacci from swing low to swing high, ooh, we had a 786 here. I'm going to mark you. You're a bigger guy anyway, right? Oh, I've already got the 886 marked over here. All right, so what really happened here? We went from our very low, say from the top, we went a 618. Did you also do a 618?
Let's see if I survive in it.
Looks like you did a 786. You did a 786. And you're still in Gartley territory. So there's a harmonic idea right here. And its target is that 786 if I'm... And there's some different schools of thoughts about these patterns where you take them from the wicks. I say take them from the wicks. You take them to the bodies. I think with these, you know, we're going for extremes on prices. Trend lines, I do it from candle bodies. For Fibonacci's, I'm going for the whole move. What's a wick on one thing's a candle body on another time frame, or you have different registers on candle body closes on your different time frames, but you'll have that same price wick as a high or a low for that candle. That will never change. And to me, that's the difference between taking your measurements on the horizontal resistance or diagonal resistances that you draw out there, trend lines that you draw, versus doing the Fibonacci. So if it is an expanding broadening pattern, what does that mean? Well, I got this little triangle cheat sheet behind this bear girl over here, if you can see it. Expanding is kind of the opposite of a symmetrical triangle. It's kind of the inverse of a symmetrical triangle. And believe it or not, even though it looks like crap to play unless you're looking for it, this might be a really good opportunity right down here. I'm just saying, it's 60. What are we at? 67. We're at $82 right now. So anywhere down through here might be a nice little opportunity. Even though I don't like what I'm seeing on the moving averages, I am liking what I'm seeing on fib levels, and even this trend line here, idea here. And these patterns, they can be fun. That means we can be a nice move up. So couple that in with this harmonic idea, a possible Gartley idea that also has a reversal point down here. I would look for a possibility, maybe, this is the weekly too, maybe we do some kind of double bottom idea over here. Maybe we don't have to. Let's see what the daily says. This is what, Solana? This doesn't look nice on the daily for me. I don't like what I'm seeing over here. It looks like a big ass ribbon flip trying to happen. 200 and 300 starting to cross down over these guys, but it's not It's not as bearish as it could be. There's a little bit more bearish crossing scenarios between these guys. Still got the 200 above the 360, so yeah, that's still kind of a bullish tick box to have there. But here on the daily, your indicators are telling you she wanting to roll over a little bit more, so maybe over the weekend, maybe she drops a little bit, but that cloud's starting to look enticing. We're at an area to start looking for some bottom signals. This is how I play this. So we had a nice wick down there. Will we go back down there and touch it again? I don't know. Are we trying to do it all within this zone here, make some kind of inverted head and shouldery kind of deal? Maybe. I mean, I would look at it more accumulation type channel, and maybe she wants to come down here and flush people out. I don't know. We just got to see. We need to start regaining these moving averages on the 4 hour this weekend if we're going to try it. Right now, I'm not seeing that she's really got the strength to do it just yet. Even though there's a little bit of a bullish divergence here on the way, momentum way, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I don't see what I need to see yet, other than accumulation in this little range. And maybe this is where you need to bring out the little range tool right here and see what it says. We could be going to the value area high or the point of control, $86 or $89. And from 82, you might have a play there if you're doing something short term. I tried to see if we get an actual breakout. Take a measure move. Possible breakout. Crazy that it takes you up to that point of control area, and that kind of how these things overlap. Sorry, I left my triangles up there. So Solana. Meanwhile, Link is just in boring ass territory. Man, did I really want to even care about playing you, Link? You sound like you're a really important part of the whole crypto sphere, but yet you don't trade like you're worth a damn. Highest you got to this time was $30. I mean, it was up to $50, 2021. And I don't think we go back as to, well, was that your first run? This one did really good in a bear market, but it wasn't the 2021. This is mine now. I feel like I'm missing some price history here. All right, well, I guess I was hallucinating like an AI. This is the trading view chart. Has no volume indicators over here, so. You know, the daily, I don't like what I'm seeing with these moving averages, like Solana, where it looks like it wants to roll over again. See what we can do. It's at an area where we can get a little relief, but how much relief will we get? Will we get over $10, $11? I mean, maybe we can get a long up there, but man, I'm not seeing what I need here on Link. Not just yet. Take a look at Pippin real quick. What are you doing, Pippin? Pippin has been a nice little trader coin and nice little play out from this pattern right here, man. Got bullish on us, and now that's come out. Now we're looking for these targets down here for it to come down to and possibly touch. So maybe we're working our little way down to 40 cents. Could be doing a lot of things. It may be setting up for another harmonic pattern, and we may see it come up and make a lower high or a higher high, any variation in there. And then that would give us an excuse to start looking down here for a short down here. So there might be a little long to go up and get, you know, there's all kinds of things that could be happening over here. We just don't have a sign of it yet. Let's go down to the 1 hour on you. See if we can draw a trend line over here from bottoms, and you lost that. So yeah, I believe there might be I mean, that's a short idea right here if we're breaking a trend line, right? Is it a good? It's not the greatest one because your moving averages technically have got some good momentum. I think we can. Otherwise, I think it's going to be a slow burn down. Like one of those shorts that like doesn't pay you very quick, and you got to sit there and watch it. And I'm in drawdown. I'm not in drawdown. Oh man. Oh wow. Man, this one's. Why is everything else moving faster? But I can see a possible play here, a short, maybe. I just think it's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be a fun, enticing one though. 800 moving average, support. 200 coming in. Me and my oh my. Abstain. Justin Makachek, how's it going, my man? I like the frills. Anita says, you mean get out while we can. I heard the Crypto Crew University said we will have a massive crash around the 27th of February and bottom around the March or early April. Did he get a note from the Illuminati? Did he travel to the future? Well, the only one that I would trust is a dead man named WD Gann when it comes to kind of putting price with time. Because he proved that he could do that repeatedly over and over. He also took that secret to the grave, I believe. Some people have some successes with this stuff, but there's just not been another WD Gann out here. He actually predicted the stock market crash 1929 about a year or 6 months before it. I mean, date, price, and it wasn't a random event. This is a frequent thing. Very esoteric way to look at the market, but whatever he figured out definitely worked. As far as anybody else, I think they're just guessing. And there may be some signs on the charts that's suggesting that, but I'm not known anybody to be that accurate, and usually the times I try to apply those techniques, sometimes they work out, and most of the time they're like, oh, well, that isn't. Now you feel stupid. There's always a chance to come back and touch the bottom of this trend line, and I'm not going to disagree that we couldn't go lower. Now, my candle's the lowest. Oh, did you get it too? Is it the same as the other? Close. This is still a really good support area for two reasons. It being the all-time high areas for last cycle. Notable area that is commonly, an area that we bounce off of. I was hoping we wouldn't come down and touch it, and this was part of a big three wave to the upside. But that didn't happen. But the alternative is it could all be combined into one big ass wave. We get a big giant wave that could be bouncing off of here. It could happen. 200 moving average here on the weekly. We might come down and touch it. We might not. This zone right here might hold. Double top from last cycle, and then this was the area after the ETF stuffs and whatever, and I guess their first little tape profit sell-offs and stuff like that, the first little scary area. This is when altcoins were at their peak, basically. Most people's portfolios, I believe, especially if they were altcoin heavy, were probably at their best right here when Bitcoin was first hitting $70,000, retesting that high. After that, an explosion of meme coins and everything else in the world, and Liberation Day and whatever else happened over here. Was that this time or last time? Oh no, that was the next year. Liberation Day, wasn't it? But sideways, there's a lot of action going through here. That means that should be a harder area to chew through. A lot of people got some money in here. A lot of people buying, a lot of people selling, all that, sell pressure and all that stuff should have been kind of balanced out there a little bit. So if we keep seeing a lot of wicks form over here in this zone, and we keep wicking up, that's a good sign to be looking for. Or maybe if we don't even go back down and test it at all, I don't know. Again, my take on it is I've got areas before we ever break this line again that could be areas that we bounce from. Will it happen? Your guess is as good as mine. Maybe 61 won't hold. Maybe we do come out and actually touch that 57, 58. It's on the table, but we also got some little bullish ideas that we're looking at here too. On the way down there, right? 64, 461, or even what we're doing right now. Could be making a big ass Adam and Eve. Got a little pointy going on there, and some kind of big bowl shape accumulation that travels over here for all the month of February until we get into March. Maybe. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? 22 people hanging out with me.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Unfortunately, just like all of the shows, we gotta plug our sponsors, and here we are. Here's my attorney.
Crypto cowboys, moon or alimony bags. Subscribe to Road Dogg Crypto now. Like or bear eats ya. Better call Road Dogg. She gets house, I keep ape. Fair? No.
Oh, hey. Oh, crap. Hey, Todd.
The morning's gray, the clocks are full, the world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow.
Good ass coffee.
Coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up.
Good ass
Coffee in your cup. Sip it smooth, feel the rush. Oh, darling, nothing else can hush the blues that brew till the sun pops up.
Good ass coffee. It's the boldest, best coffee you'll ever have. Get your good ass coffee today.
Good ass coffee, ladies and gentlemen. Good ass coffee. Our ads are very transparent on this channel. We are very transparent with our ads on this channel and our sponsors. That was a very transparent sponsor right there. I always get my good ass coffee at the strip club. I know they girls got to work them night shifts. I'm saying that good ass coffee. You know it's good. And ass at the same time. Baked turkey. I keep ape. I love bowls. Timo says law. I love ass coffee and it's good. Hey, what are Bored Apes worth these days? Or CryptoPunks and all that stuff. What is that? Bored doing over here? The 6 Ethereum. Is that correct? Those are the ones that are for sale. For the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Only 6 Ethereum. What is that right now? A mere $8,000 or something crazy. And you too could own a monkey picture. Here's one that almost looks like a McDonald's. 6.23 ETH. That's $12,000. You can have this little guy. It needs that little M up there, doesn't it? Wow. What about CryptoPunks? What are they doing right now? It's one thing that we really didn't see come back this cycle, was it? NFTs. I think there's a bunch of money laundering going on. For real, for real. I think that's where a real wealth transfer happened, was during NFTs. And it also took away from altcoins working last cycle, right? We got off to a good run with DeFi and DeFi coins, and it was crazy stupid. Every damn DeFi protocol coming out was named after food for a while. Sushi, Sound Bankman Free kicked that one off. Or he took over Sushi, right? Or maybe he was behind it. I don't know. And Bake and well, you had everything. It was all food related. Pancake Swap, of course, they're still around. Burger Swap, all the pizza, all these different swap things coming up. But where are they now? Especially the ones on Binance Smart Chain. We're looking for CryptoPunks. CryptoPunkies. 29 Ethereum. That doesn't sound too cheap. Look, you can get a crypto punk. Of course, then they got these on every other chain punks, and they're not worth as much as what these things are. I've got art punks from 2 cycles ago. Wow, that investment has just been awesomely stupid. Glad it was money I can afford to lose, although I would rather, looking in hindsight, I'd rather not have lost it. I guess technically I don't. It's just that they're just not worth 29 Ethereum or even 29 Solana. Even if hey, are you still out here? What are art punks worth now? Are they even still a thing? Oh man. Oh, are we on all? Maybe they're not a thing anymore. Oh, now they got pop art. What the hell? Well, I guess modern art punks. What the hell? I mean, that's what you look like. Are we not on Solana? Alright, well, I guess I just got a bunch of useless. This is not any net. That's nice. Don't even know what wallet they're on anyway. Are them dang Trump NFTs that I bought on Polygon that I still don't know where the hell those things are. So I come back over to Bitcoin and just watch it like watching paint dry. It just can't decide what it wants to do. You would think you try to short it to the downside because it just wants to keep it going to the downside. But now she don't want to go to the downside on a Friday when she should be going to the downside. Coming in a lack of liquidity weekend. And all we got's a little trend line to go with. And it's not even a great one, but it's all we got right now. And if we want to squeeze our eyes sideways and start pinching things, we can say, look, it's a rising wedge. I'm telling you, it's going to drop. But rising channel, they're all kind of bearish, however you want to look at them. Any of the rising patterns have a bearish bent to them. They usually break to the downside. 1 hump, 2 hump, 3 hump, dump. I don't know, 800 moving average. We're getting in areas of resistance over here into the weekend. But look what it's doing, though. I mean, even on the 6 minute, on the smaller time frame, just trying to climb through the ribbons, right? And on the 1 minute, it already has. We've already had a ribbon flip, but you get a lot of them on the 1 minute, right? I heard a guru this morning that has a 200 moving average strategy, which is good, but I've always thought it's only good in certain markets, right? Because in chop weather, it's not good at all. Trying to figure out, I don't get why my model's not working. It hasn't been working for the past few days. Well, because we're in chop, damn it. They can go up and down above these moving averages on smaller time frames a whole lot more than it does on the bigger time frames. This is what it do. Actually, there were a few little good moves to make here off of it. All right, so we got a ribbon flip happening here on the 1 minute, and that's cool. 3 minutes starting to come into the story too, trying to do one right. So we're seeing some bullish pushes here. And maybe it'll carry over the weekend. It looks like they're going to try to pump us tomorrow, get us excited, maybe into Saturday morning, and then probably go sideways until they decide to scare us on a day, or maybe they continue on up. Sometimes they do that too. There's like, yeah, we'll really throw them for a loop. We'll just keep pumping it all into Monday. Yeah, I'll throw them off and like, yeah, oh, we're doing it. Anyway, and then all of a sudden, the bottom falls out. The same story. Rug gets pulled, bottom falls out. We go back down again and say, oh man, they sucked us again on the weekend. I was trying not to get sucked in on the weekend. Not trading, if anything. I don't see a setup that's enticing me, and sometimes I miss them that way, but then sometimes, there's just nothing I'm looking at or have access to. Rising wedge on the smaller time frames, maybe. You got a nice little W trying to happen here. You do have a lower low and a higher high. You got a conundrum. Look for the next lower low is what I'm going to be doing. Wherever we come up, we're making a higher high. Hopefully, it would be really nice if we took out some of these guys, actually. But wherever we make our next high or low, that's the one I'm going to be looking for, trying to get a more serious entry in, right? As this trend line breaks down and we get something a little something a little bit more symmetrical, maybe something a little bit more like this. And actually, I'm going to leave this on here because I think this is a very real possibility to happen. We will mark it as such as an idea, but all I'm doing is I'm looking at angles and channels. Because what is a triangle other than part of a rectangle, which is a channel? We're just seeing this part of it. I might come down and visit this part again. And once you learn to look at things in channels, it helps. Once you know that idea is a valid idea, it's not played out or confirmed yet, but it's a valid idea. And wow, you're kind of pointing at this 382 area. Maybe we take a long, I don't know, hang around and eventually come down here by, well, shoot, we're on the 3-minute time frame. Maybe by tomorrow night we're down here or something. Maybe they pump us. I don't know. But this is a good area to look for. 66.7. If we do find ourselves there, that's a good place to look for any kind of sign that we're going to get a bounce, and making some kind of smaller bottom formation on these smaller time frames is a good thing. Ladies and gentlemen, 24 people hanging out with me on a Thursday night. Thursday again. Every day is Thursday. Every day is Thursday. And I lost the chat. I don't know where you guys went. Not giving us crap in the chat. What? Nita, she was hiding in the back room. Anita, bro, we can't do free. Jenny went rogue. I'll throw you all the credit while I take all the coins. Not bringing any egg rolls. Justin Mike says, I've been trading NQ on the 4 hour. It's been doing pretty good, my strategy. The NQ? Where are you trading in the NQ? So NASDAQ, right? Is that what? E-mini NASDAQ futures, if I'm looking at the right thing. They have it on a crypto exchange. Hopefully they will, because I mean, meet Damien. He's been trading oil. I see him talk about it, and he's got some videos about it. Trading oil on Coinbase, and that would be. I wish that I had access to tokenized oil. I would be trying to trade oil right now, because it'll probably go up with all the fun we're going to have this weekend and over the next few weeks in Iran. Well, whatever happens over in that Strait of Hormuz. Well, it's 24.9. I assume this is what he's talking about. But yeah, there are definitely other opportunities out there. I hear that silver's starting to move a little bit, and if there is a threat of war or something like that, you can see that stuff go up. And maybe what we're starting to see here, it's above the 9. It's trying. Silver got some work to do. Did you lose that one? Wow, that's not a solid trend line there, is it? Let's go from there to wherever we got right now. Take it up to some candle bodies there. And how many okay, we've got 3 touch points. That makes it nice. We've got what's the area here, that bodies, and these couple bodies there. That looks pretty good. We're looking for silver to work our way up here, just locally. It's getting out of the zone of regret. Didn't have very much there. It looks like we're headed toward 86 to retest that area. Work our way through 92 on up to, I think it looks like we got a good chance to try to retest 100 again. For at least that to happen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we went over several coins tonight. MYX, of course, Bitcoin, Kite, Night, NIGHT, went over Pump.Fun, Solana, Link, and Pippin, and some of these others, and Silver. And there's just not really a whole lot going on. My warning would be that you can't expect too much out of altcoins right now. You have to be very selective if you're trying to play the altcoins, I believe. There will still be some opportunities, I believe, to get them a lot cheaper. You're definitely going to have to look at the charts. If they're in a nice rounding bottom formation, those would be the ones to kind of look at in the accumulation. Those would be the ones to kind of pay attention to. The other ones that have kind of been doing some stuff, well, they can probably lose a lot of that. As this stuff kind of plays out. This is total 3, and maybe we'll get lucky to come up a little bit, but chances are it's going to roll over again over here before we find a real bottom on these altcoins. There's so many of them now that it'll take this a minute. Did I mess up my microphone? Something happened there. And then we got the Bitcoin dominance trying to get bullish on us again, and it might get some kind of breakout, higher low, kind of double bottom area here. I mean, it could happen. Sucks. But the more this goes up, the less altcoins do, and then you got stablecoin dominance over here also slowly moving up. And that doesn't really spell too good for altcoins as a whole, although you will have your ones that stand out and different ones, but as a general rule, you can buy in too early during this bear market. If you didn't learn that from last time, because if you bought early last time, you were sitting there wondering, why are these things round tripping back to where I bought them at the bottoms 3 times during last cycle? Altcoins, many of them went up and came right back down, bottom out 3 different damn times. Crazy. And you're like, well, that's not what's supposed to happen. I don't think you can go wrong stacking that Bitcoin though. Just saying. And here on Bitcoin on the 12 hour, just to give you a little bit of hopium for what might be happening. We got the green dot right here. We got money flow trying to curve up. We got the VWAP here, this yellow thing, trying to get back positive in the yellow. Stochastic's going up. The 12 hour is kind of liking it. The 12 hour is liking it. It's trying to give us some hope over here, right? And the daily. Oh my gosh, we got it on the green dot on the daily. And here I am. I was trying to short Bitcoin earlier, and Bitcoin is saying, I'm going to do the slam bam, thank you ma'am, Friday play. I think we're getting a Friday pump, ladies and gentlemen. Are you going to long it, schlong it? I wouldn't be trying to short it here just yet with these ideas going on. They're giving us a warning. Being above that 9-moving average is saying, baby, I'm wanting to rock your world this weekend. I think we're just going to get a big tease strip show, a tease show out of Bitcoin over here. What's this, 4 hour? Ichimoku says chop. Let's see if we can come up here and talk to this guy about 69. Can we get 69 this weekend? We might get 69 this weekend. Seems like we were hoping to get 69 last weekend, but I don't know. Did we get it? Oh, we got 69 last week. We got 70 last weekend. This was last Friday. This was, oh, is that right? No, yes, this was last Friday. This was Thursday. Last was Thursday. We were down. Kind of like we're down here. And then Friday in the wee morning hours, about 3 in the morning, we start pumping up. And this is where the people were saying they're shorting to the downside. We're saying, well, we flipped it over. You should have been in my group and you would have known when I flip-flopped. That was pretty nice. So we got a pump up on Fridays all the way in. That one lasted. Why is it hard to remember what happened last weekend? All the way to Saturday, and then things turned. To Sunday morning. Sunday mornings when things started going downhill for us. So we got a Friday pump, a Sunday dump, and we've just been dumping all week damn long. Are they gonna run that same game on us again? Sometimes they will do the same game back to back. I would look for it. I'd look for something. It still amounts so far in lower highs though. So any kind of pump that we get here, unless we're taking out this high over here, I mean, it's not worth it. We're going, yeah, man. And if we don't accomplish that mission right there, then I would expect, more chop and more likely down to some degree, right? And that's what I got over here on Bitcoin. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I'm going to go to the end screen, and I'll see you there. Catch up with the chat. But happy trading. Be careful on this weekend. There might be a nice little opportunity on Bitcoin. There might be for short term. I think that's where we want. See you on the end screen, ladies and gentlemen. See you there. Sean? This is always awkward, Sean. You just gotta leave me hanging. Sean!
Ding dong. Ding dong. I light a candle for every pump I missed. Little screenshot coffin laid out like this. FOMO in a black suit, carrying the weight of the coin that's now worth a house and a date. I stand at the grave in my pajamas and socks, crying over pixels while I sip cheap coffee. FOMO funeral, ding dong, missed it again. Ding dong, FOMO funeral, ding dong, missed it again. Ding dong, another green spike, another funeral bell. Another should've bought, another private hell. I bury the hope, I bury the dream, I bury the chance to be on the winning team. The eulogy short, just a sigh and a shrug. Another pump gone, another missed drug. FOMO funeral, ding dong, missed it again. Ding dong, FOMO funeral, ding dong, missed it again. Ding dong, I could close the app, I could go to sleep, I could do anything, but I'm here mourning coins that never knew my name. Hoping 20T sleeps brings a resurrection game. FOMO funeral.
I thought she was kind of a teen. Tell I visited her anyway.
FOMO funeral. Ding dong, missed it again. Ding dong.
Maybe she's just standing too close to the cooter.
Ding dong.
Bull run blues hit hard when the moon turned black. Dreamed of a Lambo, now I'm pushing the pack. Family's asking why I'm glued to the screen. Crypto was the ticket, now it's tearing the scene.
Started with 100, flipped it to $1,000. Told my girl we moving, drew lines in the sand. Bought the top on Tuesday, sold the dip on a prayer. While it's in the ICU, breathing thin air. Mom's on the couch saying, boy, get a job. But the chart's my religion and I'm dodging the saw.
Bull run blues hit hard when the moon turned black. Dreamed of a Lambo, now I'm pushing the pack. Family's asking why I'm glued to the screen. Crypto was a ticket, now it's tearing the scene.
Sleepless nights staring, red candles in my eye. Health on the back burner, eating cold fried. Wife's packing bags, saying this ain't the life. Crypto was a savior, now it's cutting like a knife. Friends calling nonsense, say I'm chasing a ghost, but the dream's still breathing even when I'm toast. And the year's a graveyard, but I'm digging the plot. One more trade,
one more shot. The dark don't last, like cracks through the crack. I'll rise from the ashes, get my family back. Get my family back. Bull run blues hit hard when the moon turned black. Dreamed of a Lambo, now I'm pushing the pack. Family's asking why I'm glued to the screen. screen. Crypto was a ticket, now it's tearing the scene. Run blues hit hard when the moon turned black. Dreamed of a Lambo, now I'm pushing the back. Family's asking why I'm glued to the screen.
Appreciate you, my man.
Crypto was a ticket, now it's tearing the scene. I'm addicted to the pump, down on my knees. The hype is calling, the shills are singing, my pulse is racing, my head is spinning. One more green spike and I'm back in the game. Pumps in the night, driving me insane. Pumps in the night, pumps in the night, yeah, yeah, yeah. She takes me up, she takes me high. Pumps in the night, light up the sky.
Thank you for hanging out, everybody. God bless you. Jesus loves you. See you on the next one.